that you were made for this. So hold your head high, keep moving forward, trust the process. The shadows are fading, and your time to shine is coming. If you want, I can also craft 3 alternate versions of this intro with slightly different emotional beats. One more fiery, one more reflective, one more cinematic, so you can pick the perfect one for a speech or video. Life has seasons. Some days it feels like the sun is shining just for you, that every step you take is guided, every door opens, and every smile you give comes back to you. Those are the seasons of light. They are the moments when the world seems to be on your side, when hope flows freely, and when joy feels like it might just stay forever.
Greetings, greetings, greetings. Peace and love, 561, man. Yeah, we in the building this morning, Saturday morning, man. Listen, you know what's going on, man. Food time, man. Hope you guys hungry, man. 'Cause I'm always hungry for knowledge, understanding, you know what I'm saying, a new way to see stuff. We don't got it all, man. There's no human being on this earth has it all. It's always room for growth. It's always room for learning. It's always room for just reinventing yourself. Every 24 hours is a way to reinvent yourself and a way to approach this life that we live in a different way. So it's never finished. Our life is always unfinished, man. It's always something to do in this life in our 24 hours that Lord God gives us. So I try to stay alienated away from the reality of the physical, because it's tough. It's tough. It's not easy, man. The older you get, you know what I'm saying, the more you get woke up on what really matters. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Peace and love, 561, man. We up at the top of the morning with this food.
The universe is quietly setting the stage for your return, for your breakthrough, for the moment when the light comes back, and you will shine brighter than ever before. Think about it. Every seed that grows must first be buried in the soil. It must endure the darkness, the cold, the struggle, just to push up through the earth into the light. And when it does, when it finally reaches the sun, it blooms with strength, with resilience, with beauty that could not have existed if it had not endured the dark. That's you. You are that seed. You are in that season. And I promise you, the light is coming. The life you've been working toward, the dreams you've been chasing, the version of yourself you have been building in silence, they are not gone. They are only waiting for their season. And here is what makes the dark season so powerful. They teach you things the light never could. They teach patience. They teach perseverance. They teach strength. They teach humility. They teach you to fight when there's no applause, to keep going when no one is watching, to trust yourself when no one else does. Every moment of struggle is a lesson. Every tear is a teacher. Every failure is a step forward. And when you start to see your own strength, when you start to see what you are capable of in the quiet, you will realize that the dark seasons were never your enemy. They were your training ground. Sometimes the hardest part is believing that it will pass. Sometimes the hardest part is trusting that light exists even when all you see is darkness. But trust it. Trust yourself. Trust the seasons of life, because life has a rhythm. Life has a flow. No storm lasts forever. No winter lasts forever. No shadow is eternal. And every moment you endure, every challenge you face with all your heart. So when you feel lost, when you feel invisible, when you feel the world is against you, remember this: life has seasons. Some are bright, some are dark, some are full of laughter, some full of tears. But every season is part of your story. Every season is part of your journey, and every season is leading you somewhere. Even in the shadows, you are growing. Even in the struggle, you are becoming stronger. Even in the quiet, your greatness is being written. Your breakthrough is being prepared, and your time to shine is on its way. Struggles, we all face them. Some are quiet, almost invisible to the world. Some hit us so hard that it feels like the ground has been ripped from beneath our feet. Maybe it's a dream that hasn't come true yet. Maybe it's a job you've been working so hard for, and doors keep closing. Maybe it's relationships that break your heart, or moments when you feel unseen, unheard, forgotten. The pain can feel endless. It can feel like it will never let go. But here's the truth you have to hold on to. Struggles are not permanent. They are not forever. They're not here to define you or to keep you down. They're here to shape you. They're here to mold you into someone stronger, someone wiser, someone ready for the moment your life is about to change. When you are in the middle of struggle, it can feel like the world is against you, like the universe is testing you in ways you don't deserve. You ask yourself, why me? Why now? And it's okay to ask those questions. It's okay to feel the weight, but you must not stop there. You have to take that weight and let it do something for you. You have to let it build you, not break you. Every struggle you face, every challenge that pushes back, every moment that makes you question yourself is a tool. It's a chisel that is shaping you into a person who can handle more, dream bigger, and reach higher than you ever imagined. Think about a piece of...
Greetings, peace and love, 561. Be live right now. How y'all doing? I appreciate y'all, man. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. It's just food, you take it or leave it. I'm not pushing it on nobody. It's just something that, a lot of us don't even go through in life. It's like, debate that like they put you through the school situation, but they don't tell you about the other side. They just brainwash you with thinking that school is the way how it's gonna be when you step outside that door. I just try to learn different type of grammar, different type of ways to look at life. A lot of this stuff like this, we never get this stuff, man. We never get the motivation to just keep going at a time where, you feel me, like we don't got nobody to tell us. For real, everybody be needing pushes, everybody be needing the right words, everybody need the right support. And you know what I mean? Just having this type of motivation and knowledge inside of you, you want to be looking for certain things, it keep you grounded with how great you are. And it's, you got all these things inside of you that you can utilize without needing anybody's help. A lot of us lack that. So I try to listen to stuff outside the box to keep my head knowing that, that it ain't what I see. You know what I'm saying? It's the true mission of life is the unseen. The true mission of life is the unseen. What's unseen is always what's worth going towards. You know what I'm saying? What you see, it's like it's no use for it anymore. Once you see it, once you do whatever, it's over with. The unseen is the true mission of life. Just know that. Believe that. The unseen is the true mission of life. It's worth it. Living for the unseen, and that's called faith. A lot of people don't know about religion and a lot of stuff, but the true mission is the unseen, and the unseen is the faith. The faith is everything. If you have faith inside of you, then you got a mission. You got a true mission if you have faith inside of you. Believe that. Faith leads the blind. You don't even need eyes when you have faith. For real. Yeah, but this is it right here, yo. This is my food that I give out. It's this guy right here is an unstoppable mind. The unstoppable mind, unstoppable mind.
In the fire, molded in the storm, and refined in the struggle. So when you are in the middle of it, when you feel like you are barely holding on, when the world seems heavy and your dreams feel far away, remember this: your struggles are temporary. They will not last forever. They will not define you. They are shaping you, building you, preparing you. And one day you will look back and see that every hard moment, every setback, every doubt, every struggle was exactly what you needed to become the person you are destined to be. Patience. It's a word we hear a lot, but do we really understand what it means in a world, D, that moves fast, that rewards the instant, the impatient, and the loud? Patience is quiet. It doesn't shout. It doesn't demand attention. It doesn't rush to the finish line. But make no mistake, patience is a power, a strength, a force that can move mountains. It is the secret behind every success, behind every victory, behind every life that rises above struggle and shines. Patience is the calm in the storm, the steady hand in the chaos, the quiet heartbeat that keeps going even when nothing seems to happen. when you are chasing a dream, when you are building a life, when you are working towards something that feels just beyond reach, it is easy to want to give up. It is easy to look around and see others moving faster, achieving more, winning earlier. And it is tempting to say, why me? Why does it have to take so long? That is the test. That is the moment when patience becomes more than a word. It becomes a weapon. Because patience allows you to keep going when giving up feels easier. Patience allows you to trust the process when results are invisible. Patience allows you to keep planting seeds even when you cannot yet see the harvest. Think about it. The strongest trees are not the ones that grow overnight. They're the ones that weather storms, that bend without breaking, that endure scorching sun and freezing cold. They grow slowly, steadily, reaching higher and stronger because they learned how to survive, how to persist, how to stand firm no matter what came at them. That is what patience does for you. Every moment you wait, every moment you endure, every moment you resist the urge to quit is a moment that makes you stronger, wiser, and more prepared for the greatness that is coming. Patience is not passive. It is not doing nothing. It is active strength. It is discipline. It is choosing to keep moving forward, even when the world seems silent, even when it feels like your hard work goes unnoticed. It is showing up every day, putting in the effort, and trusting that the results will follow. Every master, every champion, every person you look up to, they didn't achieve greatness overnight. They built it slowly, carefully, with patience. They failed, they fell, they waited, they tried again, and they refused to quit before the time was right. And when the moment came, when opportunity knocked, they were ready. They were ready because they had learned to harness patience, to make it their ally, to let it shape them quietly into someone unstoppable. Sometimes patience feels like a test of faith. You wait and the world keeps moving. You try and doors keep closing. You push and it feels like nothing is happening. And it is in those moments that patience proves its value. It teaches you resilience.
Peace and love, 561. We live right now, man. You know, that was just a little something that I was just giving y'all. So how, you know what I'm saying, you wake up with, you know, no distractions of worrying about what you can't fix or you know, who don't love you or, you know, just keep yourself motivated and keep yourself grounded with, you know what I mean, just knowing that you have your purpose and you have your time, man. It's just, you know, you gotta go through something to get to where you're going. I don't care how old you are, I don't care whatever. You can't skip it. You can't skip what you gotta go through to get to where you're going, man. It's just life, man. It's life. It's life, man. Greetings, greetings, greetings. How y'all doing? Yeah, man. We up, man. We up, we up, we up. We got a lot going on today. They call this day Valentine's Day. You know, I got my Valentine's Day hearts. You know what I'm saying? Happy Valentine's Day. I represent Valentine's Day today. You know, it ain't too much special for me, you know. I wish it could be special for me, you know. I wish I had, you know, those type of moments for me, but I guess you know what I'm saying. It's not reciprocal anymore, you know. It's all about what you could do for people, and I guess you just got to be happy about doing it for them, and don't worry about nobody doing it back for you. You know, I guess the time we living in a selfish time where people just want everything for them, they self. You know, it's not coming back to you to where you know you're gonna feel like you know it was genuine. You could tell when it's genuine. You know, real people that really love you don't let you go. They aggravate you. They find ways to really love you other than just you know what I'm saying, take from you. You know, people that really love you, they really try to show it any kind of way, man. You know, it's always some type of understanding level that they have for you when they truly love you, because that's how I love. You know what I mean? I can forgive you over and over and over again because that's just how much I love you, and that's just the way it is, man. I be locked in for life. My care and the action, the way I care it's undeniable, man. But you know, we live in a time right now. You can get pushed away for how much you love and care about a person that You want to see them do better and do right, but we don't live in that time right now. We live chaos time where, what I'm saying, chaos is the new normal. You know, if you got something bad to say or something bad to show, that's what get all the attention. A person that try to speak positive and prevent all that, that's somebody deemed as a hypocrite or trying to be perfect. When we live in a time right now, this is an unperfect world. So, we live in an unperfect world right now, man. So that's what happens. That's what happens when you live in an unperfect world. You get jumped on for trying to be the right one. You get jumped on for trying to be the right one. So be careful. Be careful. Be careful how righteous you try to be down these days. If you be too righteous now in these days, you're gonna uh, you're gonna be deemed as the bad guy. You're gonna be deemed as the bad guy. So you gotta be careful how you try to promote being too righteous to this time that we living in right now. I feel like all the woke people, you stay studying your literature. You stay practicing your good faith, and you stay, what I mean, well grounded with your good heart. Don't force it on nobody right now because you're going to get somebody to drain you of something that everybody really need. They need this type of wokeness that certain people have. So they can drain you from out of it. They can drain it from you and then just milk you into the point where it's out of you now, and now you're gonna make you agree with the normal. The normal is living backwards today, which what I mean. It's worth living. I mean, I'm not complaining. It's recognizable. It's worth talking about, but it's don't complain about it. Just be grateful that you're a part of these changing times that we're living in right now. You know what I mean? For how the world is functioning. You know what I mean? I just don't get caught up in it as in like putting the wrong type of care inside of this shit, man. Let the shit pass on through, man. You pass through it. If you see something that's not agreeable to you, turn your cheek. If you hear something that's not agreeable to you, close your ears, man. It's so simple to stay on your lane, no matter where you at. You could be the oddball in the loud crowd. As long as you're not paying attention to what they saying, it can't affect you. You could be right in that crowd, but it don't have to affect you though. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what we living in for the woke people that understand that this time has to come. The Bible said it itself, man. Everything has a season, man, and its reason. So, this time we living in right now has its reason. That we are in this season, and it definitely has its reason. You know what I mean? It's teaching time. It's relearning again. For people that went through 60 and 70 years of their life, and they never seen the time we living in right now. Guess what? So what? Let's learn it. Let's learn it. You should have a breastplate of righteousness on you to withstand anything that's new in this world. Because God already built you for so many times that we already seen before like this. You know what I mean? So shout out to all the woke people that understand, you know what I'm saying, that, this is a time to relearn life again. If you done went through 40 and 50 years of your life and God bless you to see the day and let you breathe this life we live in today, it's time to relearn life and keep going, man. Keep going, just keep adding to your file cabinet. You know what I mean? Just make sure that you log it in and you don't forget it. Because every tool that we pick up in this life, while we got a chance, we're gonna be able to use it one day. Just make sure you keep your toolbox full. If you have an empty toolbox in this life, then you're a lost person. You will never understand. You know what I mean? Because you're not learning. You're not learning nothing. You're not putting it up. You're going through situations and then just taking it for a joke. You're not learning from it. You're not learning from it. You know what I mean? So like I said, man, it's always a mission. And morning time is definitely a great time to try to pursue your mission. Everybody who's up and everybody who's breathing today, God has given us another 24 hours to accomplish something in this life that He gives us all over the world, no matter where you at. He give you another 24. He give you another chance to start your life over, to start your life over. So that's where I be at, man. I be on alien time, man. A lot of people don't understand that because a lot of people adapt and they blend in. Me, I'm not. I can't. I only blend in because I live in a world where everybody. Yeah. Other than that, I try to do the opposite of everything, no matter where I'm at, or no matter who I'm around. I'm trying to do the opposite of what I see 10 people do. If I see 10 people do the same thing and they ain't getting nowhere, oh man, you know I ain't finna try that shit. I ain't finna try it, bro. I'm not finna be the 11th person to try that shit and I seen 10 people fail. That's just not how it's gonna go. You know what I mean? And like I said, man, God gave us a chance to learn, man. Keep learning, man. Never stop learning, man. Never stop learning, man. You find yourself going through a little irritation in your head, or you feel like you don't understand something, man. Seek the knowledge, man. Overcome that feeling inside of you to where you got to feel that way. Bringing discomfort and bringing disbelief. It's a lot of stuff that really aggravates the human body, so, and the human mind too. So you know how it go, man. Just find that peace. And peace is right there. The same way how you found the misunderstanding or the aggravation, peace is available too. Understanding is available too. You know what I mean? The right choices is available too. All the wrong choices is not always available. It's a mind thing. Say, oh, that's all I had to do. Oh, that's all that was around me. No, that's all you wanted to choose, and that's all you wanted to do. You know what I mean? Because it make you feel good, it make you feel comfortable. But you know what make you feel good ain't always good for you, man. Everybody should know that by now. But if you don't know, God gonna let you learn it. God gonna let you learn it, man. Trust me. Whatever you curious about in a way where it's not gonna help you grow or bring something to you, trust me, you gonna learn it. You're gonna learn that it's not. And that's everybody that's in the situations of growing up in life. Hopefully God bless you to have a chance to experience what's good for you and what's not good for you, so you can get better within yourself and better within your, within your mission of life, and finding your true purpose to fulfill in this life, you know. But I'm Peace and Love 561. We live top of the morning, man. Listen, man. Y'all have a great day, man. No matter what y'all do, man. Ain't nobody perfect. And we don't live by that, but just understand, when you make a bad decision or make a mistake, it's okay. It's all right. Just don't make that. Just don't make it again, man. Try harder, do different, man. You know what I'm saying? Do better. Give love. You know what I'm saying? Give forgiveness. Definitely give forgiveness, man, because you always gonna be at the mercy of God asking for forgiveness, because there's no one perfect. So you always gonna be asking for forgiveness. That's why forgiveness has to live inside of you. It go both ways. You gotta forgive, man. You gotta forgive. Some kind of way, find it in your heart to be a forgiver, a giver and a forgiver. But I'm Peace and Love 561, man. I appreciate y'all stopping by. Like, comment, subscribe, and share. You know what I mean? I appreciate anything. Anything will help me, understand that somebody's paying attention to me. So, yeah, I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all have a blessed day.